This is where we left off. Week 3 in the shower, detangling my hair for nearly an hour with a silicone-free conditioner and detangling brush. As frustrating as the detangling process was, it yielded a bomb-defined twist out. Listen, I will link the video if you want the full tutorial.
Alright, so at this point I was like, I think I need some different products. You know, what I'm using is no longer working. This is interesting. So I went on Amazon and then I got a little package. I think this is where people get they get their feathers furrowed. They really get upset because they're like, I don't have access to these same products, you know, like I live here or I live there, or my budget doesn't support the cost of these products. And let me tell you guys, they are not cheap. These are Botanical products. I personally understand the pricing. You know, when you're using like natural ingredients, it's expensive. It's very expensive to source those ingredients. And then you have to make sure that you make enough profit so that you can live, and also you can support your team, and then also supply more products. So there's a lot that goes into the pricing of things. You guys, I didn't make the rules. That's just how they pan out sometimes. I started with what I had. And that's where most people start. The only difference is that, you know, as a person on the internet, I think some people think that I should have it all together, all at once. Everything should be perfect. And that's just not the reality for the majority of people that are going through this process. You know what? I'm going to stop here. I'm going to show you guys what the process looked and felt like with these new products.
This is my hair on day 5 after doing the super defined twist out you saw in the last tutorial of this series. I prefer to do a little dry detangling before wetting my hair when I wear twist outs because the twisted ends tend to tangle. I've got news for those of you who want to pre-poo. You can. I heard it from Elise's mouth herself, and you can pre-poo with conditioner if you really need it. One of the first things they write in their course is that there are no rules. There's no strict list of products as long as the products follow no oils or butter in the first 5 ingredients for this 30-day detox. So if you want to pre-poo with conditioner, do it. I found that they really encourage you to explore and do what's best for you. They have a guide and specific products and practices they perform in their salon, but remember that it's your hair and your life. They simply want us to properly cleanse, hydrate, and style. I'm starting with Kinky Curly Come Clean as my clarifying shampoo, then AG Balance Apple Cider Vinegar Shampoo, Innersense Pure Harmony Hair Bath, and Innersense Hydrating Cream Conditioner. Let's do this! Saturate your hair with water as always. Here, I'm just gently splitting my hair so my roots get enough water and lightly removing any major tangles. It's a good idea to remove any rings or dangling jewelry before washing your hair. I don't always remember, admittedly. My hair usually takes a decent amount of time to get saturated with water, and based on a few tests I've done, I've discovered that I have low porosity hair. I've gotten a decent amount of questions about high and low porosity and who can do this method successfully. Well, Black Girl Curls definitely acknowledge hair porosity, but say that it shouldn't matter for this technique. My girl Jen Jackson has also embarked on this journey, and she has said she's high porosity. So we both have very similar experiences through this process, being 4C ladies. So my guess is that porosity really shouldn't matter. I've got my clarifying shampoo and I'm emulsifying it in my hands by using the water already on them and rubbing my palms together. This gets it really sudsy and it helps the product stretch and last longer. The clarifying step is probably the most distinctive step when you're beginning the 30-day hair detox because it provides a deeper cleanse than a regular shampoo. I like to focus on my scalp first, then my strands, but you can do it in whatever order makes you happy. If the shampoo doesn't lather, you'll have to do a second round after rinsing. I believe Black Girl Curls calls it a dead shampoo when it doesn't lather. Next is the AG Balance Shampoo, my all-purpose shampoo. This stuff gets sudsy fast. This is probably the most common category of shampoo out there, all-purpose. It's like a step down from the clarifying shampoo, and it's gentler, a little bit more moisturizing. And look, you wouldn't clarify your hair all the time, but you would probably use an all-purpose shampoo most often. A month ago, I would have hated all of this suds. I would have been way too afraid to strip my hair of oils. You know, it's funny how perspective can change. Rinse once your hair feels clean. And yet another shampoo. This is the Innersense Hair Bath, and it will serve as your moisturizing shampoo. I will say this step is helpful if you feel like your hair is way too stripped. I swear this method is the opposite of everything I've ever learned as a naturalista. I'd be piling on pounds of conditioner, but multiple shampoo steps? Child? Listen, I'll admit it's my least favorite part of this process. I'm getting used to how my hair feels, but I don't particularly love it. Thoroughly cleanse your hair clean with water. Conditioner, finally. This is Innersense Hydrating Cream Conditioner. I'm emulsifying this as well, but it honestly doesn't make a huge difference with this formulation to me. Also, I have to admit this conditioner doesn't feel much different than the silicone-free one I use in the first 3 weeks. It just will not give me the slip I get from my favorite deep conditioner, so I will be exchanging this one for another one on the Black Girl Curls list. I lightly wet my hair some more with conditioner still on and squeezed a bunch of hair to hear the squishy sound they say means you've got the right amount of water and product ratio. I've separated my hair in sections with alligator clips, and now it's time to detangle. Let me tell you, these alligator clips help so much with keeping my hair organized throughout this process. I'm going to link the ones that they recommend down below. I ended up getting them later, and they're actually better than the ones in this clip, so just ignore those and buy the ones in the description box. Okay, so it's no secret that I hate this step. I'm now using one of the Innersense conditioners recommended on their list, and I still don't feel like it has enough slip. I already said that, I know, but I'm feeling the frustration again. So many of you have recommended more water, but I'm telling you, my hair is saturated with water enough. The times it feels dry, I definitely wet it again, so it seems that I just have to try another one. I've purchased one from the AG line, so you'll have to subscribe to see if it works. Hey, you know I had to slide that in there again. I'd say I have medium to high density hair. That means I've got a lot of hair on my head, so breaking my hair down into smaller sections to detangle is key for me. Of course, to keep my hair organized, I've twisted my hair, but future Toya speaking, it cuts down on the steps to rinse the section, then twist, and use the clips to secure the hair in place. Oh, and also one of you suggested using a hair tie loosely around each section and not twisting at all. And of course, if you have more clips, you can use the clips instead. If you have best practices, feel free to leave a comment below. I always love reading your suggestions. You are brilliant. T of Nappy-Headed Jojoba said, I'm doing the Lord's work sharing this process with you. And you know what? I'm going to add a T at the end of Lord for a little extra emphasis and say, the Lord have given my mind the patience and my bathroom floor the strength to keep up with the amount of water that ends up on the floor during this process. Shout out to all the wonderful natural hair content creators that risk molding their floors to show you how to detangle. You know what? I think you should give this video a thumbs up for sure. All right. Make sure you thoroughly rinse the conditioner out of your hair and scalp. For those of you curious, this took me 1 hour and 45 minutes to complete. I've shaved off 15 minutes so far. So, I guess I'll do like a tiny cartwheel in my spare time. Yeah. Just a reminder to buy a drain protector or all of this hair will end up in your drain, and nobody likes that. At this point, my analytics tell me that half of you will be gone by now, so subscribe, turn on notifications if you're still here, and tune in next week for the next installment of styling my hair for the 30-day hair detox to find out how I get this beautiful, unintentional, fluffy twist out. If you're into a more defined twist out, click on the video to the top right corner to watch that tutorial. And if you want to learn more about this detox, watch my 30-day hair detox playlist on the bottom right corner. See you in a few days. Mwah.